testifier is Jonathan Helton, to be followed by Nancy Cabral. Jonathan, if you unmute your mic, you'll have 3 minutes.
Hey, can everyone hear me all right?
Yes, we can.
All right, thank you. I'm Jonathan Helton, and I represent the Grassroot Institute of Hawaii. I'm a policy researcher there, and I'm a registered lobbyist. I cover a lot of the Institute's property tax work. So I'd just like to make a couple of comments on this draft of Bill 104. First, the Institute is generally supportive of a voluntary new rental class for long-term rentals. I just want to make two comments. If this bill should move forward, there are a couple of things that we believe should change. The first relates to the bill's provision that states that properties that are used for commercial use cannot receive this exemption. We would suggest that the bill be amended to model Maui's code a little bit more. Maui's code says something similar, but it provides that if a building is used for commercial uses and there's a long-term rental on the property, the portion of the building that is used as a long-term rental may receive the long-term rental class and tax rates. This would help incentivize people to build and or use mixed-use buildings, which we talk about in a recent report. The second thing I'd like to point out relates to this bill's provisions for homeowners who have long-term rentals on their property. If I'm a homeowner, I have a home exemption, and I have an Ohana unit on my property, and I'm renting that long-term, it would not be in my best interest right now to enter that Ohana unit into this program. And that's because right now the bill provides that the tax rates for the long-term rental class would be higher than the homeowner class. By my calculations, and I have this written in my written testimony, the current rate for homeowners is $6.15 per thousand. I think it would be $7.70 per thousand for the new long-term rental class, assuming the current rates for this year are the rates that it would be for next year. And someone can correct my math if I got that wrong, but the point is the tax rate would be higher. So there's a couple of ways that this could be fixed if your goal is to incentivize people with rentals on site to enter this new class. What I suggested was creating a exemption that is
30 seconds.
That is similar to Maui's. Maui offers homeowners who have long-term rentals on site an additional $100,000 exemption on top of their normal home exemption. And finally, I just believe that the bill should provide that anyone who has a long-term rental on site should be able to keep all of that property, even if they enter that long-term rental into the new class, under the assessment cap to prevent large spikes in assessed values, which would increase the property tax and disincentivize people from renting from putting that long-term rental into the new class. That's all I have. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you so much for your testimony. Chair.